Hello everyone, welcome back again for today's module on plant injuries and diseases. In today's module, the learning objectives will be to describe the common causes of injuries to landscaping plants, distinguish between those caused by insects and diseases that are caused by other things, explain the ways that insects and diseases are spread, describe the most common symptoms of plant injury, classify weeds, explain the different ways, and explain how these weeds can harm the landscaping planting. Apply the principle of pest control, explain the different formulation of chemical pesticides, and describe integrated pest management, IPM. We will be looking at anything that impairs the healthy growth and maturation of a plant that may be regarded as injurious to the plant. Infectious plants that will cause injuries to other plants. We also see that some causes of these injuries are members of the plant or animal kingdom. They can be biological or environmental or non-biological. These are what we will be looking at. Now let's look at the overview. There are some parasites that are part of this cell system, insects, bacteria, fungi, various sorts of viruses and nematodes that you will find out there that will cause harm to the plant. Different forms of insects will be found on the plants at different times of the year. You will have the bacteria of the fungi at a different times of the year versus the nematodes. You have insects that come at another time of the year, like the Japanese beetles that will devour at a certain time of the year when certain plants are out. Then you have the weeds. Then you have animals that do a lot of damage by eating your garden or your plants, deer, rabbits, and so forth. How do you respond to these irritants that comes into your garden and eat away your plants? You need to understand the life cycle of the insects as to when they lay their eggs, what they do, what are the host plants, what you need to plant. So for example, the Japanese beetle needs to be taken care of in the fall because they lay their eggs in the ground. So you want to destroy their eggs just before they hatch. And this way you bring down the Japanese beetles. But once the Japanese beetles have come alive, you can use different kinds of insecticides to get rid of them, but you have not yet destroyed the actual egg sac that is in the ground. So it's very important to understand the life cycle of these pests to be able to destroy them. There are most symptoms you will find on your plants. They're the wilting within the leaves. Some of your plants will start getting all rotten, and the dwarfing, tunneling, holes will be made all in your leaves. Symptoms that will allow you to know that there is a problem with the plants and what insects there are around. Look for signs such as the yellowing of the leaves, nutrient deficiency, the environmental injury that is caused, so you can know what actually is the problem with your plant and how to help this plant not just die within the first year or two. In summary, plant sustains injury in many different ways. It is always important that landscapers and potentially homeowners be able to recognize possible pests and different pathogens. That will be all for today's lecture. Hope you've enjoyed it. See you next time. Goodbye.